Italy's new Prime Minister Enrico Letta is due to unveil his cabinet's programme when he addresses Parliament later on Monday. The new government's been sworn in at the presidential palace in Rome. The coalition includes rival parties from the centre-left and centre-right. Letta's agenda announcement will be closely watched by international markets and, of course, Italy's European partners.
A man opened fire in central Rome on Sunday, injuring 3 people during a swearing-in ceremony for the new Italian government. The man was soon arrested and told police he became desperate after losing his job.
The area was already choked with police officers, awaiting the arrival of the new Prime Minister at his official residence. So after the shooting, a cordon was swiftly established. Hundreds of spectators had gathered outside Palazzo Chigi when the well-dressed gunman approached and opened fire.
I
heard 2 gunshots. I looked in the direction where the sound came from and saw a man of around 45 years, more or less, tall, dressed in a grey suit with a tie, who was shooting at mid-height at a policeman. No, I didn't hear anything before he started shooting, and I was at a distance of about 20 to 25 metres from him. The only thing basically I saw was this man who was shooting. Bang, bang, bang.
The mayor of Rome told reporters it appears Pietri had acted alone. The first indications, he says, are that it was an isolated act by a disturbed person against security forces and our institutions. Investigators say Pietri told them he had come to shoot politicians. They said he had recently lost his job as a construction worker, split up with his wife, and was moving back with his parents. His brother told Italian media he had, quote, lost it. Losing it is something a surprising number of Italians have done in this economic crisis. Earlier this month, an elderly couple committed suicide when it became clear they couldn't make ends meet.
After the shooting of 2 police officers while Italy's new government was being sworn in, Euronews spoke to an Italian news agency about the possible motivations of the man arrested and the wider implications for Italy. It seemed clear from the earliest moments that it was the act of a single person and not linked to terrorism. Certainly it's a consequence of the current atmosphere in Italian society. Tension, concern, uncertainty about the future. Now it's necessary to send a peaceful and calm message. One of the first measures of Letta's government will certainly be focused on reviving the Italian economy in some way, in order to send a message of hope and confidence.
The alleged shooter has told prosecutors he wanted to target politicians, but authorities say they're not too concerned.
The tragic criminal gesture this morning was conducted by a 49-year-old unemployed man who showed immediately afterwards that he wanted to commit suicide and said that he had been unable to do so because he had finished his bullets.
Across town, Italy's new Prime Minister Enrico Letta was being sworn in with his new cabinet. It's a grand coalition, which sees Silvio Berlusconi's right-hand man, Angelino Alfano, as Interior Minister and Deputy Prime Minister. There are a record 7 women in cabinet, including a recently retired Olympic gold medalist and the country's first black minister.